You know that hollow feeling in your chest when you're sitting at the kitchen table at 2 a.m.? The house is quiet, but your mind is screaming because you have every bill you own spread out in front of you. You've got the calculator out, and you're doing the math for the fifth time, hoping the numbers will magically change. Your mortgage is up, your car insurance just spiked, and the grocery bill you just paid for basic eggs and milk looks like a luxury car payment. You're making what should be good money, yet you're wondering how everyone else is pretending this is normal. The truth is, it's not you, it's the system. And today we are breaking down the brutal math of why $70,000 is the new $30,000. Welcome back to the channel, where we analyze how to build enduring wealth in an economy designed to keep you broke. If you are tired of feeling like you're falling behind despite doing everything right, hit that subscribe button and let's dive into the investing strategies you need to survive this. For decades, the American dream was simple. Get a degree, get a job, buy a house, and you're set. But that dream has been fundamentally restructured into a financial nightmare. To understand how to become a millionaire in this climate, you first have to understand the survival threshold. The $70,000 figure isn't just a random number. It is the mathematical cost of existing as a functional adult in 2025. 20 years ago, $70,000 was upper middle class money that bought you a boat and 2 vacations a year. Today, that same $70,000 is the entry fee just to keep your head above the water. We are witnessing a decoupling of wages and the cost of living that has reached a breaking point. If you want to achieve financial independence, you have to stop looking at your salary and start looking at your purchasing power. The middle class has been redefined, and if you haven't adjusted your personal finance plan, you're already losing. Let's look at the biggest predator in your bank account: housing. In 2024, the median monthly cost for homeowners with a mortgage surged past $2,300. That is nearly a 20% jump in a staggering short window, while average wages grew by a fraction of that. Financial experts used to say you should spend 30% of your income on housing. Now, the average American family is dumping 47% of their take-home pay just to have a roof over their heads. When half of your money is gone before you even buy a loaf of bread, saving money becomes an impossible dream. Renters aren't safe either, as median rents have climbed to levels that require a 6-figure income just to qualify for a lease. Even worse, algorithmic pricing is now being used by landlords to squeeze every extra dollar out of your neighborhood. This is why investing for beginners often fails. You can't invest money that is being swallowed by your landlord. It's not just the rent or the mortgage, it's the cost of maintaining the right to live there. Homeowners insurance premiums have risen for 26 consecutive quarters. In states like Florida or Nebraska, people are paying $500 a month just for insurance. That's $6,000 a year for a just-in-case scenario that provides zero immediate value to your life. Then you add utilities, which have moved from a minor bill to a major monthly expense. Between electricity, water, and gas, the average household is losing another $300 to $400 every single month. When you add shelter, insurance, and utilities, you are already at a $30,000 annual burn rate. This is why understanding how to invest early is no longer a luxury. It is a survival mechanism. Let's talk about the grocery store, which has become a place of genuine psychological stress. From 2020 to 2024, food prices rose by nearly 24%, outpacing almost every other inflationary metric. Now consumes over 30% of their after-tax income. You aren't buying steak and lobster, you're buying ground beef and cereal, and it's still costing $200 a week. This is the silent tax that erodes your ability to build passive income. Every extra dollar you spend on eggs is a dollar that isn't going into investing in stocks. The system is designed to keep your disposable income at zero, so you never have the capital to escape the wheel. In America, unless you live in a few specific cities, a car is not a luxury, it's a work tool. Transportation costs grew 34.4% in the last 4 years, the fastest increase of any category. The average car payment is now over $700, and that doesn't include the record high cost of gas and repairs. If you're paying $700 for a car, $200 for insurance, and $200 for gas, you're spending $1,100 a month just to get to work. That is $13,200 a year just to have the privilege of earning a paycheck. This is why people feel broke. They are spending 5 figures a year just to maintain their employment. If you want to retire early, you have to find a way to break this cycle of working to afford to work. Even if you have a good job with benefits, healthcare is a ticking time bomb. The US spends more on prescription drugs than any other nation, yet 1 in 4 people can't afford their meds. High deductibles mean that even if you pay your monthly premium, you're still on the hook for the first $5,000 of care. One bad accident or one unexpected diagnosis can wipe out a decade of personal finance progress. We see people skipping mental health treatment or rationing insulin because the math simply doesn't add up. When survival costs $70,000, there is no room for a $3,000 ER visit. This reality is forcing people to choose between their health and their credit score. Let's look at the brutal budget for a median household earning $70,000. After federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, and Medicare, your $70 is actually $53,000. Housing takes $22,000. Transportation takes $12,000. Food takes $9,000. Healthcare and insurance take $5,000. Utilities, phone and internet take $5,000. That adds up to $53,000 exactly. You have $0 left for clothes, 0 for emergencies, 0 for birthdays, and 0 for investing. This is the poverty trap for the middle class. You are earning a salary that sounds impressive to your grandparents, but it leaves you with a net worth of 0. If you are stuck in this $70,000 trap, you cannot frugal your way to $1 million. You cannot save 10% of a $0 surplus. The only way out is to change your investing strategies and focus on how to make money outside of a 9-to-5. You need to shift from being a consumer in this economy to being an owner. This means looking into passive income streams like dividends, real estate, or digital assets. It means learning how to invest in stocks that outpace the 24% inflation we've seen in necessities. The safe path of just working and saving is officially dead. The new path to financial independence requires aggressive income growth and strategic asset ownership. The most dangerous part of this $70,000 survival threshold is what it does to your mind. When you can't get ahead, you start to believe it's a personal failing. You think you're bad with money because you can't save on a $70 salary. But as we just proved, the math is literally impossible. Young people are delaying marriage and children because they are making survival math decisions. They aren't killing industries, they are trying not to drown. Understanding that this is a systemic restructuring is the first step toward taking control. Once you stop blaming yourself, you can start building a real plan to escape. So how do you beat a system where the entry fee is $70,000? First, you must prioritize investing over saving. Cash is losing value at a rate that makes traditional savings accounts a losing game. Second, you need to diversify your income sources so you aren't dependent on a single employer's cost of living adjustment. Third, you have to educate yourself on investing for beginners to make your remaining dollars work twice as hard. The gap between the haves and the have-nots is now defined by who owns assets and who pays for them. Be the person who owns the software, the stock, or the property. Don't just be the person paying the algorithmic rent. We are living through a fundamental shift in the cost of being alive. $70,000 is the new baseline for survival, not the finish line for success. If this breakdown helped you realize that you aren't the problem, the math is, then we've done our job. Building enduring wealth starts with seeing the world as it actually is, not how it used to be. The numbers don't lie, but they can be defeated with the right strategy. Which of these expense categories is hitting your budget the hardest right now? Let me know in the comments, and let's start a conversation on how we can all beat this trap. Don't forget to like this video if you want more deep dives into the reality of modern finance.